with multiple toys. I got a couple actors from Night of the Bastard comes out tomorrow of all days, Friday the 13th. That's awesome. So we have Henry Pierce and Henry Mortensen. How you guys doing?
Good.
Really good. We're excited to meet you and
Yeah.
be here.
Thank you so much to be here. It's a real honor. It's a real treat. I love that you guys took time every day to come talk about the film. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, we're happy you asked us to.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk about what got you into acting or becoming an actor slash actress.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go. I pretty much ever since I had any kind of fine motor skills and gross motor skills at all, I was like dressing up and writing shows. I grew up in a little small town called Bishop, California. And
Okay.
the Missoula Children's Theater would come through every year and put on shows. So I that was how I really started actually doing shows. And ever since then, I just any opportunity I had to do any kind of theater or film, I sunk my teeth into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, both of my parents are creative people. They're writers, and my mom is a musician. My dad is an actor and photographer and other stuff. So I was able to be around like poetry readings and movie and music stuff from a young age, and I always really liked it, and I always liked playing pretend. And so getting to do that as an adult is great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, do you know what inspired Night of the Bastard?
I know the director Eric Bacchio, the opening scene, he wanted to make something around that, I think,
Mhm.
Mhm.
uh, with the mom in the beginning. I don't know. It comes out tomorrow. I don't know when this is
Yeah,
gonna it's
it,
streaming. I don't want to give anything away.
yeah, I watched it. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a good slasher horror kids. I like it. So
Great.
I appreciate it. So that's just me. But
Yeah.
I think people will totally be in that direction. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you liked it. It's definitely like for fans like you, like
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who love Grindhouse, who love the
Yep.
genre and that time. Like we were making it wholeheartedly for the audience.
I think
Yeah.
Eric and London and the screenwriters all came to it um with that kind of mindset of being fans of like specifically 70s low budget
Yeah.
grindhouse horror and just wanting to honor that thing that they love.
Yeah.
It's totally great. So, what genre movies do you like most like to film and why?
Um, I honestly really love horror. Like I was super stoked that this project came along because both Henry and I do stunts. Henry actually does real martial arts. I just do the
Okay.
fake lines for camera. So anything gory or action, probably enjoy the most personally.
Mm.
What about you?
Mm.
Yeah, definitely something with some action or fight choreography is fun. I like I think that period pieces are fun just because of the outfits you get to dress
Mm.
in and the
Yeah.
props you
Yeah.
get, the swords or guns or knives or whatever, or just or horseback riding stuff or
Yeah.
lassos or whatever it is that you get to use is fun to have those props.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. I would love to, like, just, I don't know about you, but I would like to wear a full suit of armor. And it would be heavy, but I
Yeah.
would love to do it.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
definitely really heavy. I put on a real chainmail just shirt once, and that was so heavy. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
really hard to get on and off. You need help. Like you can't take it. I think taking it off is really hard. Or no, forget if it's one of the two, getting it on or taking it off is really hard to do by yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is. So what obstacles do you face when taking a role?
I feel like it always depends on the project. Like each one will have its own unique obstacles. Sometimes it's the writing is challenging and you have to really make it work.
Okay.
Kind of by like doing all of your preparation homework stuff before you show up. What do you
Yeah, like
think?
making sure that the writing makes sense to you can be difficult. For me, sometimes, yeah, playing someone really nasty is to get into that mindset and not just be like, I hate this person, because
Yeah.
you have to be that person.
Yes.
And Henry's a big, tall dude and really a sweet caramel core, but he gets cast as like big scary dudes. when, but he's really
Yeah, there were some lines in Night of the Bastard that were, when I was reading the script the first time, I was like, oh man, they want me to say that. Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So Henry, this is for you. What you have coming down the pipeline, and what was it like working on Night of the Bastard?
Um, right now, I was had a small part in a movie that just came out a couple months ago called Greatest Beer Run Ever,
Okay.
that Peter Farrelly did, where I'm a jerk at a protest who gets in a fight.
playing a big,
Uh,
big mean bad guy.
and I did some background acting in a Western called The Dead Don't Hurt that's going to come out next year. And then other than that, I'm working on putting together a Blu-ray of a documentary I made about a band called Skating Polly. That's more
Nice.
on the other side.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, Henry, what was it like filming Night of the Bastard? And was there any setbacks and pranks?
We didn't have time really for pranks on
Yeah,
set because
sure.
we shot like we just hit the ground running. We had 2 weeks of night shoots out in the desert in August.
Oh man.
So it was super intense. And also because we couldn't shoot when the sun was up, we had like right when the sun went down, we started, and right when the sun came up, we stopped, and we just had to get through pages and get through scenes. We had a lot of setbacks. I had a ball on this movie. I just like every single person, the crew, everybody to me just was lovely. We did there's sort of a running joke that like, because can I use curse language?
Fuck yeah.
Can I use swears? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like because we were dealing sort of with demonology and stuff, it was a little bit like fuck around, find out. That like it was like a cursed movie that actually got finished because there was a sandstorm.
Yeah, there's a huge sandstorm one night.
Man.
Me and another actor had a later call, so we were waiting it out in the Airbnb we were all crowding into.
And was that the night I had off?
Yeah, I think
I had that night off.
The people, it was a lot worse on set than in town too. So like people were just cramming into because we only had 2 trailers total. There was like the production and props trailer, and then the like getting ready and having snacks trailer for everyone. So everyone had to cram into those 2 trailers and hope. And the roof of the house we were filming at the location, the roof blew off,
ripped off.
And the crew ended up fixing the roof.
And there was a house got arsoned up the way. We had to call the fire department.
Man.
There was an active serial killer.
What?
In Wonder, yeah, there was a Wonder Valley serial killer while we were shooting. They found bodies right around the house that we were shooting at. And so every time I had to go like out for a bathroom break, the porta potty was like tucked around this dark corner. And I was like, this is how horror movies start. I'm gonna get on the set of a horror movie, I'm gonna get serial killed.
Just trying to God. That'd be scary.
Yeah, so there were definitely some setbacks. We had Maya, who played Kira. I think it was ended up being a false positive, but like 2 days before we were all supposed to go out there, she tested positive for COVID, and we were like,
God.
everything shut down then. But it turned out to be a false positive. But people were dropping like flies because of the heat, also.
I bet.
Yeah. So there were definitely some setbacks, but we did it. We made it. Yeah.
So, how long did it take to film the whole movie?
We did 2 weeks for the bulk of it, and then we filmed the flashback scene in the beginning. We filmed that last December, in 1 day, 1 or 2 days. I think it was just 1 day. Yeah, we shot all that in a night. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So
efficient filmmaking.
Yeah.
Just 2 takes per setup. That much.
Man.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And all the gore stuff too. We couldn't reset any of the blood, so all the gore is 1 take.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So were you both on set? Like, if Hannah had seen Henry, would you be there to watch, or like, did you not hang out, or?
Well, we actually met making the movie. We didn't know each other before we started filming.
Oh.
Ended up we
Yeah.
sort of like how we met and
Covered in
fell in
blood.
love.
Yeah.
But, there was a couple days Hannah had a day off where they weren't filming any of her scenes, but other than that, just because things were so quick, I think we kind of were around for our scenes that we weren't in and other people's.
Yeah, and it was fun because it was such a small cast and crew. And we did have the joy of filming all of that like sequentially. And so we just started at the first scene and filmed all the way through to the last, which is great for the actor's mind, because then you know where you are and the momentum is building up. But it was fun just to watch each other also, even if we didn't have a scene together. Like, I filmed a lot of your like fight stuff that I wasn't in, just to see it. And other people's scenes too. We all just kind of hung around and were there to watch and support each other.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So that's how you met.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So is this role new for you, or is it something different?
This type of role?
Yeah.
Is it new? I don't know. I tend to, because I'm tall throughout my life, I end up playing the mom, the man, or the villain in most things.
Okay.
I'm a big tall lady. I really enjoyed playing her because the fun thing about playing a villain is that they don't think they're the villain. And so I got to find all these ways to justify why Claire needed to be there and cause and have all of this violence. Like, to her, it was all justified.
Okay.
And so yeah, like, not particularly new, but I really enjoy playing characters like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think similarly, it was helpful to kind of find how these people were heroes in their own version of the story, kind of, and that like helped me with how nasty he is and stuff. I started to try and find what his sort of
You say some fucked up shit.
what makes like personal code of ethics or like code of honor is, you know, and this I realize it's kind of they kind of have like a Unabomber kind of thing of like humans have fucked everything up, so let's just kill all humans and start over like a little bit, but with demons.
But with demons,
Yeah.
Yes.
Bombs. The Unibombs.
Okay, so what advice would you guys give actor or somebody trying to break into acting?
I would say, you know, I guess this is just what I tell myself also is just like do it because you love it and don't like there isn't like a 5-year plan for it particularly like, oh, I'm going to give it a shot until this date, and then if it doesn't work out, like do it because you love it and never stop doing it. Then like take projects that move you, make cool shit with your friends, and just keep doing it because it makes you sparkle.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah, I would say be ready is the work that you can do. You can't control
That's a good point.
When something that is a good opportunity shows up, or if you get called or looked at for it, even if you would have been great. So all you can do is hope for a moment for something that is a really great project that does come your way, and be ready, like both in terms of acting craft, like that you be ready to do that audition really well, even if you haven't had one in a long time, or you know have gotten kind of disheartened with it. Just if it's something you want to do little projects that don't pay or are just for fun because you can practice, and then also be really nice as much as you possibly can to everyone, and be good to work with, so that the next time that there's a job coming your way, if someone asks what you were like to work with, they're like, well, this guy was great to work with, let's go with them, you know. So all you can do is
be cool.
is be ready and be cool. I think that's what you have control over, is how you are to other people and how much you've practiced.
There you go. So I know you kind of answered this before, but what's it like being a couple working on set?
Well, it was kind of like a
We were the last ones to know we were a couple.
Everyone else was like, God, already. Yeah, it was like we met and like we kind of had like a 2-week long date.
Yeah.
Just because also like the old adage of like it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Like when it is your turn, you're going and you're shooting, but then there's a ton of downtime. So we just were like stayed up all night together for 2 weeks and got to know each other. We didn't start dating until a little bit after. But we were totally the last ones to know. Everyone was like, make out already.
Yeah, our first kiss was right after rap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's like,
it's so cute. Okay.
Yeah, it was super fun because I am like the main bad guy and Henry's like my right hand man. So I was like, could really depend on him to do my evil bidding.
Okay. So your movie Night of the Bastard comes out Friday 13th. Is there like how does that feel? Is there like a stigma to that day?
It's pretty fun because our last night of shooting was Friday the 13th.
Really?
Yeah, we wrapped on Friday the 13th and now it's coming out on Friday the 13th. I think it's pretty cool. I think considering the content. It's pretty rad.
I think it's only a bonus for this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys excited for Night of the Bastard as you put so much hard work into it? It's finally here. Are you nervous, excited, a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I am because of the graphic nature of my character. mostly just for like my dad to see it. Everyone else, I'm like, great, I'm on board. All of it makes sense for the character of Claire, but I'm like, oh god, my dad's gonna see my boobs. He's prepared. If he does choose to watch it, he knows what he's getting into.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't know. So far, it's been pretty good reactions from like film festivals that was at. So hopefully, it keeps being like that. Yeah, I'm definitely excited that it's coming out in a wider way for people to see it. But I hope that people who will like it see it, and not people who think they're getting something that they're not.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a great fun movie, but it is unabashedly what it is and the kind of stuff that the filmmakers love. So if that's not your cup of tea, you might be a little surprised. But I think it has a lot of heart, no matter, because I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but when I read the script, I thought it was really good and like a really cool story and a really great approach to this kind of horror movie. So I really enjoyed it, even though I'm not that kind of fan. So I think maybe other people will too.
Okay, so last question I have to ask because I'm a big collector.
Right.
Do you guys collect anything? Do you have a favorite superhero or maybe a superhero movie?
Henry.
Yeah, I collect comic books a lot, and I love Wolverine and the X-Men. Are Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Spider-Man is another favorite of mine. Growing up, I like Marvel and DC and indie stuff
Yeah.
too. Dark Horse and Image also, but Marvel's kind of my favorite stuff. Like,
Mine too. Mine
nice.
too.
That's awesome. I collect bolo ties.
Hey, that's something great. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I hope your movie did fantastic. Like I said, I'm Lewis. This is Harry Pierce and Mortensen. Night of the Bastard comes out Friday the 13th. Go see it. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.